football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Utes will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Cincinnati's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Throws to the tight end, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Utah's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Bentley. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Utes in a good spot here with second and short. Snap it to the back. And some room to work. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, third down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Walker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he...
There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Dampier. Working that left side now. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Hard running there.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Turning it on! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
From the gun, the running back has it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got a man. It's Caldwell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Got his man to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walker. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Utah.
The Bearcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man, it's Dampier. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They're lining up on first and 10 from the 38. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They booted away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a crease, it's Walker. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll keep it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Utes line up to punt it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, Offense is penalized.
False start of offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Snap in the shotgun. Using the quick game. And he'll be brought down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time.
Unloads it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bearcats. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready?
To the air, it's Dampier. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
Number 92 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 30. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That pass not closes. He got will, trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Looking left. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Utes moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Utes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking to buy time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got his man quickly. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. The sure hands, it's Davis. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Dampier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Utes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the...
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Cookie narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Cookie narration volume set to 100.